The highlights of today's defense news, 21st of July 25. INS Nistar, first indigenously designed and constructed diving support vessel commissioned in Vizag. AI on the front lines, India's defense vision for a tech-enabled army. DRDO explores 10 KN variant of Manik engine to power India's next-generation military drones, most likely male UAV or CATS warrior. IRRPL to complete AK-203 rifles delivery 22 months early, plans export by 2030. GRSE to launch 8th final anti-submarine warfare craft. Italy and France compete to supply heavyweight torpedoes to Indian Navy. RRP Defence and CYGR to establish strategic drone manufacturing hub in Navi Mumbai under Make in India. To boost national security, India is set to develop Lakshadweep's Bitra island for strategic defense. CFF Fluid Control signs MOU with GRSE for developing subsea-based sonar. In the global highlights, US technology company Skydweller Aero partners with French defense firm Thales to develop a new solar-powered drone for maritime surveillance. AI-powered radar brings instant threat detection to the sea. In the war zone, Iran confirms fresh nuclear talks with European powers. And news from DARPA releases first official video of Nomad's US X-1 Defiant USV. A look at the news in detail from the forces. INS Nistar, the first indigenously designed and constructed diving support vessel, was commissioned into the Indian Navy. The ship, which is the first of the two diving support vessels being developed by Hindustan Shipyard, is designed to undertake complex deep sea saturation diving and rescue operations, a capability select navies possess across the globe. INS Nistar is installed with state-of-the-art diving equipment such as remotely operated vehicles, self-propelled hyperbaric lifeboat, and diving compression chambers. It can undertake diving and salvage operations up to 300 meters depth. It would also serve as a mothership for deep submergence rescue vessels to rescue and evacuate personnel from a dived submarine in distress well below the surface. Indian Armed Forces have expedited their preparations for having drone fleets and real-time battlefield monitoring to be ahead at or at par with the enemies. According to reports, the Indian Army has already prepared a roadmap for having drone swarms, real-time war data input, combat simulations training for soldiers, information warfare and the use of artificial intelligence, machine learning and big data analytics to make data-backed decisions. These systems will be in place by 2026-27. The Army will reportedly leverage artificial intelligence to process inputs from drones, satellites, aircrafts, and ground based sensors, combining this data in real time to enable quicker and more accurate decision making. It will be deployed across a broad spectrum of operations, including decision support systems capable of generating counterintelligence, improving surveillance, streamlining logistics and supply chain management, analyzing open source intelligence and social media content, mapping enemy capabilities, and conducting wargame simulations. This will help Army not only mobilize troops and weapons in accordance with the real-time data, but will also help in the accurate positioning of the important vectors and equipment. DRDO is exploring the development of a more powerful jet engine for its next generation of unmanned aircraft. GTRE has proposed creating a new 10 kilonewton class turbofan engine to power advanced military drones. This proposed engine is planned as a scaled up version of the existing small turbofan engine, also known as the Manik. The current Manik engine produces 4.5 kilonewtons of thrust and has already proven its capabilities. In a landmark test in October 22, the STFE successfully powered the indigenous technology cruise missile demonstrating its reliability for long-duration subsonic flight. This existing engine is designed for platforms like the Nirbhay class of cruise missiles and various unmanned aerial vehicles. A 10 kilonewton engine would enable the development of larger and more capable unmanned systems. Such an engine could support drones that can carry heavier payloads for weapons and sensors, fly for longer periods, and operate at higher altitudes, significantly enhancing India's surveillance and strike capabilities. This powerful new engine is likely intended for one or two key futuristic programs. The first is a jet-powered medium-altitude long-endurance UAV designed for strategic reconnaissance over vast areas. The second, and perhaps more prominent candidate, is the CATS Warrior, an autonomous loyal wingman drone. The CATS, that is the Combat Air Teaming System, Warrior is being developed to fly alongside manned fighter jets like the HAL Tejas and the upcoming AMCA, acting as a force multiplier in combat. The CATS Warrior is envisioned to perform a range of critical missions, including intelligence gathering, surveillance, reconnaissance, and launching strikes on enemy targets, all while protecting the more valuable manned aircraft. A 10 kilonewton would provide the necessary power for the Warrior to keep pace with fighter jets, operate effectively at altitudes between 30,000 and 40,000 feet, and carry a meaningful weapons load. The Indo-Russian Rifles Private Limited, the joint venture responsible for manufacturing the AK-203 assault rifles in Korwa, Uttar Pradesh, is set to deliver 6 lakhs rifles for the Indian Armed Forces by December 2030, nearly 22 months ahead of the original contract deadline of October 2032. From 2026 onwards, the facility's production rate will scale up to 12,000 rifles per month. This robust manufacturing pace is expected to enable annual output of up to 1,50,000 rifles, ensuring the full contract is fulfilled well ahead of schedule. The AK-203 rifles are being manufactured under stringent quality standards, with each weapon undergoing 120 production processes and comprising about 50 components and 180 subparts. The rifles have a tested lifespan of 15,000 rounds. Currently, approximately 50% of each rifle's components are sourced domestically. GRSE is set to launch the eighth and final anti-submarine warfare shallow water craft. This final launch concludes GRSE's contract to deliver 8 next-generation ASW SWCs as part of a broader initiative to strengthen India's maritime defense. The ASW SWCs are part of a 12,500 crore rupees program to build 16 shallow and water anti-submarine warfare vessels under 2 contracts awarded in April 2019. GRSE is building 8 vessels under a 6,311 crore deal, while Cochin Shipyard is constructing the other 8. The vessels from GRSE will form the Arnala class, named after the lead ship INS Arnala, commissioned in June. The CSL built ships will be classified as Mahe class. INS Arnala, named after the historic coastal fort of Vasai in Maharashtra, reflects India's rich and varied maritime heritage. Measuring 77 meters in length, Arnala is the largest Indian naval warship powered by a diesel engine water jet combination. It features advanced capabilities for underwater surveillance, anti-submarine operations in coastal waters, low-intensity maritime missions, mine laying, besides a host of search and rescue tasks. Indian Navy's critical requirement for 48 submarine-launched heavyweight torpedoes has evolved into a strategic competition between Italy's Black Shark and France's F-21 torpedo systems, with both nations vying to equip India's advanced Kalvari-class submarines. This tender is expected to be finalized soon. The competition has taken an unexpected turn, with Germany's ThyssenKrupp Marine Systems with explanation withdrawing from the race in April 25, leaving the Italian Black Shark as the frontrunner against France's Naval Group F-21 torpedo. This withdrawal has significantly altered the competitive landscape, with sources indicating that the Italian offering may prove more cost effective than its French counterpart. Black Shark represents cutting-edge underwater warfare technology. This 533 heavyweight torpedo features a sophisticated aluminum silver oxide battery propulsion system, enabling speeds exceeding 50 knots and an operational range of 50 kilometers. The weapon incorporates advanced electronic countermeasures capabilities and fiber optic wire guidance systems, providing superior target discrimination and multi-frequency spatial analysis capabilities. With a 350 kilograms high explosive warhead compliant with STANAG 4439 standards, the torpedo represents a formidable addition to any submarine's arsenal. France's F-21 torpedo, developed by Naval Group under the Artemis program, represents the latest generation of heavyweight torpedo technology. Designed to replace the aging F-17 MOD-2 torpedoes in French Navy service, the F-21 has already demonstrated its capabilities through successful operational deployment. The weapon weighs 1550 kilograms, measures 6 meters in length, and features the standard NATO diameter of 533 millimeters. The F-21's technical specifications are impressive, featuring speeds in excess of 50 knots and a range of more than 50 kilometers, with operational attack depths between 10 meters and 500 meters. The torpedo utilizes wire-guided initial phases followed by acoustic homing, with its electric motor driven by an aluminum silver oxide battery system. RRP Defense, a part of the RRP Group India, through its dedicated entity Vimananu Limited and CYGR, a Franco-American company, have announced a strategic collaboration to set up a drone manufacturing facility in India under the Make in India initiative. This partnership aims to deliver advanced drone systems designed for tactical, surveillance, and industrial use, leveraging French-American technology and Indian manufacturing capability. The facility is to be located in Navi Mumbai and will support the production of next-generation drones, including hand-launched fixed-wing drones, lightweight and portable for field deployment, nano drones, compact platforms for close-range and indoor surveillance, ISR drones designed for intelligence, surveillance, and reconnaissance. The alliance will begin with an initial investment of $50 million, with plans to scale up the capital outlay to $100 million as operations expand. The facility will address India's unique operational requirements in both civil and military sectors. This collaboration is set apart by its emphasis on technology transfer and the co-development of drone technologies. According to RRP Defense Chairman Rajendra Chandonkar, this deal merges world-class drone innovations from CYGR with the Indian company's robust manufacturing capabilities to build systems suited to India's evolving demands. Indian government has initiated the process to acquire Bitra Island in Lakshadweep for use by defense and strategic agencies, citing its strategic location and importance for national security. Bitra is the smallest inhabited island in the Lakshadweep archipelago with an area of approximately 0.105 square kilometers and a population of about 105 families. CFF Fluid Control announced the signing of a memorandum of understanding with GRSE for enhancing CFF's portfolio in naval and marine systems. The parties have agreed to collaborate in the development of the subsea-based sonar and to jointly pursue and execute contracts for the same by collaborating their mutual strengths and expertise. CFF Fluid Control manufactures and services shipboard machinery, critical component systems, and test facilities for submarines and surface ships for the defense sector. The company also designs, manufactures, and provides services related to mechanical equipment and systems for industries such as nuclear and clean energy. Now, the global news. Skydweller Aero and Thales have announced their collaboration on a maritime surveillance drone. The drone is powered completely by solar energy and is designed to fly continuously without refueling. The first goal is to achieve a flight duration of 90 days. The drone has been created for extended defense surveillance missions. Thales will provide radar systems tailored for maritime operations. This partnership aims to improve monitoring over long ocean routes. The drone collects energy from over 17,000 solar cells. These are spread across 2,900 square feet of wing area. The wingspan of the drone is 236 feet, which is 25 feet longer than a Boeing 747. Under good conditions, these solar cells can generate up to 100 kilowatts of power. The drone's batteries store energy for night flight, although capacity loss over time could affect endurance. The aircraft is made from carbon fiber and can carry 800 pounds of payload. This allows it to transport radar and other systems necessary for maritime patrol. The Skydweller drone is designed to function within that same altitude range. It uses software to reduce turbulence-related stress. The gust load alleviation system is built into its flight controls to avoid damage. To stay airborne for 90 days, the drone must operate without failure. It is equipped with a quadruple redundant flight control system. If one system fails, another takes over. Its vehicle management system uses self-healing code. If any software strings fails, it is shut down, fixed, and restored mid-flight. This ensures the drone remains operational at all times. These technologies aim to prevent mission disruption and ensure full system recovery while in the air. A word about Skydweller. It is a transatlantic aerospace company pioneered solar-powered autonomous aircraft capable of perpetual flight. It is headquartered in Oklahoma City in USA with European operations in Spain. Lockheed Martin is using AI to boost targeting accuracy and accelerate threat detection. The company recently tested an AI-powered synthetic aperture radar system that can automatically spot maritime targets with high precision. In trials of the West Coast, teams from Lockheed Martin's AI Center, Skunk Works, and Rotary and Mission Systems demonstrated the system's ability to detect and classify targets in real time. Machine learning tools enabled SAR to retrain and adapt on the fly, fine-tuning performance as conditions changed. With autonomous sensor control, the radar could retask itself mid-mission, shifting focus without human input. The system ran entirely on compact, low-power hardware without the need for large ground stations or cloud computing, proving its potential for fast, field-ready deployment. SAR technology is commonly used to detect ships at sea but typically requires human analysts to interpret the images. With AI, it can now distinguish civilian from military vessels without the need for manual review. From the war zone, Iran confirmed fresh talks with European powers in Istanbul, the country's state media reported, the first since the United States attacked Iranian nuclear facilities a month ago. Iranian diplomats will meet counterparts from Britain, France, and Germany, known as E3, after the trio warned that sanctions could be imposed on Tehran if it does return to the negotiating table over its nuclear program. News from DARPA. Serco launched the Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency's No Manning Required Ship Program, medium unmanned surface vessel prototype USX-1 Defiant at Nichols Brothers Boat Builders Shipyard in March 25. After launching the USV executed sea trials. The No Manning Required Ship NOMARS program has built a ship designed to operate autonomously for long durations at sea, the first of its kind unmanned surface vessel, USX-1 Defiant. The 180-degree 240 metric ton lightship is undergoing in-water testing to prepare for an extended at-sea demonstration of reliability and endurance. The NOMARS program aims to challenge the traditional naval architecture model, designing a sea frame, the ship without mission system, from the ground up with no provisions, allowance, or expectations of humans on board. By removing the human element from all ship design considerations, the program intends to demonstrate significant advantages to include size, cost, at sea reliability, greater hydrodynamic efficiency, survivability to sea state, and survivability to adverse reactions through stealth considerations and tampering resistance. With scaled production, Nomads has the potential to efficiently and cost effectively deliver a distributed USV fleet. That's the news for today. We hope you enjoyed the news. Please do subscribe to our channel and do give us your feedback. Thank you and have a great week ahead.